Why does this cord have to be like this? Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. I was struggling with that for a bit. Seems like I still am, too. Okay. That should work. That's fine. um... Alright. I guess it's time to actually do this quest that I've put off for a bit. Da da da. Let me fix the volume again real quick. Huh? Actually, do I need to fix it? We'll find out. Alright, time to officially do this quest. Okay. I seriously have not touched it at all. Like, at all.
She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Let's go take a closer look.
She didn't suddenly vanish. I just saw her go. I just saw her.
Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she?
I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, but...
What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again?
Maybe we should just bother her?
It looks like she's meditating or something. If we bother her now, she probably wouldn't let us off very lightly.
Exactly.
Oh! What a lovely smell!
I gotta bring down my sensitivity. Is that good? Alright, sorry about that.
It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all.
Paimon, please. Oh no.
Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good.
Something's not
What?
right.
Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything.
I've got to get out of here. I think I'm gonna pass. Oh, why are we passing out all the time now?
Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on.
What in the world happened? Hello? Oh my god. Wait, this looks so pretty. Hold on, can I take a screenshot of this? I forgot how to take screenshots. Oh shoot. I seriously forgot to take screenshots. Oh, now I just messed up my entire keyboard. He'll be fine. I'll figure it out at some point. But yo, this is so pretty. So what's happening now?
Sumeru's been out for a long time now.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely
Golly.
nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
Oh, Paimon.
Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Paimon was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
Oh, Paimon is such a good companion.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here.
She's so
Oh.
cute.
No things are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort?
This taste in my mouth is so bitter.
Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
More medicine?
Whoops!
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these.
I'm not in.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Oh,
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly. So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
Missing it.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well.
I would hope you would explain it to me.
It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol I just mentioned.
That makes
That
sense.
incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
Yep. That makes all
Very
sense.
good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious?
I saw some stuff.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now,
Huh? Why?
because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've...
Yes, Master Tainari.
And then she's off.
Wait, hold on a second. Can
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Further
Further
observation.
observation?
Exactly. We need to get to Sumeru City.
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you.
So, like, when are you gonna do that, though?
Based on what you saw after smelling
Oh,
the
right now?
incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape.
Oh, really? Wait a minute. Yeah, alright, that checks out, Charlie.
If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
What is that?
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else. The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell, okay? Good. Now continue
Hey.
resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Alright, that's really sweet. That's really sweet of Takari. I swear.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems left and right!
And as we, you mean me, right, Paimon?
Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first.
I'm glad this is starting off as letting just the traveler recover. They're sure they've been through so much already.
Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know!
I feel it's a little weird.
What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now?
Yeah, my body does feel a little weird, but what I mean is, I don't think what I saw was hallucination.
The vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
A vision? When I saw the vision, I felt like as if I was standing deep underground. But the red sky, could it have been Karia? Oh, could it have?
Considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari?
Because it probably wouldn't have made sense, and he kept on saying it was a
If
hallucination.
you misjudge your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right?
He probably wasn't telling us the truth.
Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us?
We need to get to the bottom of it.
Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations. But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do?
Having a
Good
chat with
idea.
Carly.
Kali's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru. Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kali!
Carly. Where are you? I want to turn up the dialogue a little bit. Can I do that? Would that be fine?
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Hopefully that'll be okay. Oh shit.
All right, next let's see your right hand. Yes, not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Just need
Yeah,
help with?
since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh?
Apparently
In
not.
that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Tenari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me.
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but,
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals.
Dang, that's a lot. Wow, that's a lot actually.
As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest.
That makes sense.
Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven.
Routine checks of the
Paimon,
pathway lamps.
traveler, this way!
This way?
You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
But I am a master at checking out for things that are unusual looking.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones. Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it.
Wobbly lamp be dangerous, I suppose.
No problems with this lamp. Good.
And over here.
The Statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before.
Yep.
It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue.
I am a terrific climber.
I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the...
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukudavata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Rika Devata?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukudavata?
Rika Devata. I think, is that how you say it? I hope that's how, I hope they're saying it right.
Is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukudavata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
That was exactly
According to what
right.
Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarastana.
Uh-huh. Then...
Well, and then...
Huh? You're not too sure?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry. We understand.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers.
Even though we just met?
Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Outrider, Amber Outrider, the Knights of the
Yes,
Melonious
that's
Amber?
her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person.
Oh. I should probably read the webtoon.
There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
You're right, because I fell in love with the Lands of Mondstadt.
Sorry.
Never seen the side of you, Kale.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure. You really like Amber.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
No, I didn't. Don't worry about it,
It's
kid.
alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you.
That's adorable.
So, how do you know that we've met?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters.
That's okay. That's cute. That's
In one letter,
cute. That's
she
cute.
mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you.
Oh, duh.
But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Ah, so that's how you...
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really. I wish I could
That's why
tell
she
you
doesn't
more about the
consider us
Ginger Archon,
strangers.
but I have been away
Makes
from
sense,
Sumeru
makes
for some
sense.
time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I have to keep on saying it every time I hear it so I remember how
Oh,
to pronounce
I'm happy
the name.
that was helpful.
Rukkhadevata.
There is one thing I want to ask, though. What? So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Wait, aren't we supposed to be doing something right now?
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
We're friends, alright.
Alright, we have a statue to clean.
There we go.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
That's what I thought. Ooh.
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
It's probably less of Lord
The
Kusanali,
name
right?
does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top.
Meticulously clean the statue.
Nice work. That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
Yo, hold on. Before we go meet up with Kale, I wanna see if I can get this Dendroculus. I have no clue if I'm saying that right. At this point, alright, where is it? It's not okay. It's not bonus. So it's here. In here. I hate that. I'm not gonna waste time trying to get that because it's probably not gonna be as easy as setting it on fire with a pyro character. Probably not, at least.
Kale, we're back.
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring?
Restraint, Paimon, restraint.
Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
Of course, Sunling taught me
I
that.
prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them. Whoops!
Ah, no! You dropped it on the ground!
Oh,
Not to
no.
worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, whew. Paimon,
Of course you did. You're a freaking foodie.
those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
Oh, Paimon, please.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Sweet.
Yay! Thanks, Kale! It's hard hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too.
What is that supposed to mean,
Oh.
Paimon?
So, Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you?
Naughty.
He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
I probably would say
No,
Sumeru.
no, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted.
He's actually very kind.
I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature.
It wouldn't be too far off, though, no?
Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
That it seems like something he would say.
Seems you already know him well. Anyway, I'm sure the sages were not happy about his responses.
Probably not, honestly.
Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that.
Neither would I. He doesn't seem like the guy who knows how to make pita pockets. Or, like, I guess he would know how to cook if he's a forest watcher.
Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here.
Wow.
Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
What did you do,
Oh
Paimon?
no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little.
What did Paimon do?
But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, Why, oh why? Is she going to die? It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Paimon's just being a little worried companion.
Hey!
Aw.
Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
I don't care what y'all say. Paimon is such a good companion. I love Paimon so much. Oh my god. My heart goes out to Paimon.
Hey! Now even Kale's starting to laugh. Ugh,
It's a laugh
that's it.
festival.
Paimon won't forget this. It's time for some Paimonial wrath.
Binomial wrath.
No! Don't touch me!
Oh?
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Oh, poor Grace.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
Wait, hold on. Carly looks so sad.
No, I'm... I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that.
Oh, poor Carly. Hold on.
Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
I didn't read much of the webtoon. Wait a minute. What's wrong? Wait, no, I think alright, no, I remember. I saw some videos about it, like, specifically, like what Kale has been through with, like, the Fatui and stuff. But I haven't read the webtoon either. I probably should at some point so I can get more background information on this character, on specifically Kale and the Fatui's actions. But yeah, based off of the videos, I've seen like, how do I say it? I've seen, like, I've heard of things that between the Fatui and Kale, so, but man. Really, like, honestly, poor Kale.
Huh?
Like,
What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
I think it's best to just probably let it go, Paimon, honestly. At this point, just let it go, let it go. But poor Kale, man. Whatever the Fatui did with her, I think it was like experimentation or something. That's gotta be rough on her.
Ah, Traveler. You've returned.
Yep, we're back.
Oh, Kale? Yes. I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
Probably. Wait until 8 the following day. I love this little timer, it's so cute.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
It's not you, it's not you, Paimon. Don't worry, hon. It's not you. Oh,
Ah, it's you
Takanari!
two. I was just about to go.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's...
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
Uh-huh.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a...
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself.
Oh, I see the excitement, like blinded her or something, or stopped her.
I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing.
So, Tainari, what's really...
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
Dang.
All right, let's continue our
Zura.
conversation here, shall we?
You're back. I see you.
To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now.
Oh my god.
I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma.
We really are getting popular, aren't we?
So,
Dang.
just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because...
I guess the other arm got chopped off or something. It's funny. All right, hold on. This is a serious moment about Kale. I can't laugh.
Well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you.
And why? Hold on. Why is that?
But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
If it's life-threatening, I swear to God.
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Sorry.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia.
Peripheral paresthesia.
In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
Oh. Oh my
That
god.
sounds terrifying.
All control?
Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier,
Oh.
it was because...
It's gotten to that
Correct.
part of this.
That would be the
Oh.
effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
So Tagnati isn't just being strict, he's being protective and caring for her. Hey.
With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar.
Please tell me you're trying to look for the cure at least.
Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
Ah. Nah, wait, nah.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you are already familiar with them.
Of course we are.
That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor.
Ah, nah.
I have no
Not
idea how
Doctor.
this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
I'm gonna fight Eldor. I'm gonna fight the doctor. I'm gonna fight Dotre for whatever he did. I don't know what kind of experimentation that man did to her, but he's about to catch these hands. Jesus Christ. Oh, but that just adds to him being a villain. Oh my god. Damn, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna fight the doctor.
Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
I'm seriously gonna fight the doctor.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
Nah, she doesn't have to be. She doesn't have to be sorry. She doesn't have to tell us anything. She doesn't like want to. She doesn't have to tell us about her illness or her past. I mean, it's my like. He's about to catch these 8 hands. Look. He's about to catch. He's about to catch everything that's coming his way. More than just hand. I'm gonna fight him.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Exactly. It's not
Well
her
said.
fault.
I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Bruh, Kali is so. I feel so bad for Kali. Oh my god.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
She deserves so much better. How. I can't really blame Kali's mom because she was so. She was so hopeful that her daughter could be cured. But man.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better.
Makes sense.
Though,
Makes sense.
I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to... Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. All right. Now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Let us come along.
We'd like to do something to help
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
Hey, alright. I survived fighting a dragon, whatever that god of vortex was, and an archon.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as lunar lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Lunar lotus.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Lunar lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Lunar lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species.
Okay.
Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh, huh. Okay then.
No, don't
No,
sound
Tapai.
uninterested.
Never bring up the
uninterested.
topic of flowers with Tainari.
Don't sound uninterested, Paimon. That was some interesting information. I listen to Technari talk about flowers all day. How much lower do we go? Ooh. Nero. I can't. I'm not even gonna try that. Lunar lotuses. And one more, right? Oh no, both of them.
There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin search. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be. We'll rendezvous here once
I
you've
think I
gathered the
just
needed
did
amount.
that.
All right. Hey, Tainari, we found the lotuses you requested.
Let me
I
take
just
a
did
look.
that.
Good, very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm quite glad you two
Good.
came along.
I'm
Your
glad.
exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Amir.
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? Let's go find out what's going on.
Uh-oh. This is the start of some sort of trouble. For sure. What is it, Amir?
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The Withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quick. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area. So we decided to come find you as...
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear...
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharva.
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let...
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands.
No, I'm not. I have done a lot of exploring behind the scenes before I even did anything with y'all.
There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the Withering.
Yeah, and when you get close to it, it does some like decay shit, and then the more it affects you, the more it hurts you, or something like that. Yeah.
The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
fine. I got the power of the Archons on my side. Power of Archons and Paimon on my side.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place.
I've done enough
As Amir
exploring.
said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
Bitch, try me, Tignati. Try
That's right.
me.
If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here.
Do I look like someone who doesn't use elemental powers? Don't ignore the fact that I don't have a vision. Ignore that.
Only
Ignore
someone
that.
with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Okay. I
Don't
can do
worry,
it.
she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the element.
Yeah, yeah.
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close.
Hell yeah. Let me show you what I know about the withering, Tignati. Let me show you.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered. That whole area is kinda gloomy. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
Then go away.
That
I'm sorry.
is the
No,
withering.
please don't go.
All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be safe. Thank you.
Let's do this.
But I must warn you, don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing,
No, it
after
ain't.
all.
Leaves, please. Don't do this to me. Also, it's not my first time. It's like my third, fourth time. I don't know how many.
Even
of these
with
I've
elemental
done.
powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death.
I am the master at life or death situations.
You ready then?
That's probably
Let's
a
go.
lie. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't take the word. Please don't take the word for that.
First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Ah, be quiet. I got this. I got this. Ow.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Yeah. Oh. So.
Keep back! Oh!
Oh well.
Prepare to be blown away!
And
Ha!
Now, destroy the tumors of the withering.
tumors of the withering. Let's go. That was easy.
We did it! Everything's returning to...
Yes, thanks to you two. We were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh?
Yes.
All right, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself.
Oh.
For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Okay. This is bad in two different situations. Damn.
Huh?
Alright.
Well, why is that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
There's no way. So there's not. Okay, there's not a way?
No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world.
From the depths of the
By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
No.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. You can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards.
Is that the tree that we saw in the vision? That the traveler had? When they passed out? Is that the tree?
I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right?
Irminsul?
They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
Huh. Okay, okay. Yeah, listen, I'm smart.
Ley
I'm
lines
smart.
continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul.
Oh.
And as for the withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it.
So Irminsul is sick.
That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul.
So basically, for a long time, we've been trying to find a cure for Irminsul?
I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time until a cure is found. All right,
That makes sense.
that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's...
Alright. Okay. I'm starting to grasp the situation that is in the rainforests of Sumeru. Or just Sumeru as a whole. But right now, rainforest, because we don't know the desert side yet.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need... Huh. Wait, is that...
I was about to say toucan.
Oh no, Hypatia!
Hypatia? Hello? Is that bird's name Hypatia?
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news.
Oh, dusk.
You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, yeah. That's just a duck.
Oh,
okay, that's just
her?
a bird.
How could we forget?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Huh?
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, she must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from—
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, And by the time we found her... well, I'd prefer not to remember that.
What, did she pass out or something?
Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got
Makes
some emergency
sense.
rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
No unusual feelings.
Huh? Really? You're not, wait, how'd you know that she'd be okay this time?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsol's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious? That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you.
Okay, you know what? Dang.
Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Tevat.
Of course it is.
My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
So what did I see?
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself.
Okay. Look at Traveler getting so much more powerful.
I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment.
What are you about to do? God, those... That seems very accurate, Zira. That is the Traveler.
Here,
Excellent
take
use of
these.
emoji
It's a meal I
emotes.
packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Let's go to Hypatia.
Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have. No. I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
It's been like 2 days.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Paimon, be quiet. I love you, but man, I already know. Is Hypatia still in this cave? No, she is not in this cave.
Hello? Hypatia? Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
I don't know about that. Coming from inside the cave. We just left Paimon alone? Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's not like anything will... It's not like... Paimon will be fine anyways. It's not like anything will happen there. There's Hypatia. What the heck is that? Look at the little walk. Look at the little walk. Little walk was so cute. About time. Look at the little walk. And it's gone.
There you are. Alicia, are you alright?
So hungry. Eat water.
She actually does have a lot more
There's
energy
no
than I
way we
expected.
can get her to eat in her current condition. Huh? Wait. Why does...
What do you mean, why is it look super foggy? It's super foggy outside. Okay. What is what?
Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we?
There must be some. Relax.
Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area.
Ah, okay. Yes. Leave the clearly famished woman alone. In this unknown area we don't know. Beautiful. It's not like anything bad will happen to her. Or she's completely famished without any food or water. Definitely nothing.
Wow, this place is huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
What kind of lead are you gonna find in this kind of lead? Actually, maybe there's a lot you can find. You will sometimes find bouncy mushrooms of a sort in Sumeru's domains. The reasons for which these mushrooms are not one of the Trilokshana creatures known to be quite fascinating. Boing. Boing. Oh. Oh. Wait a minute. Boing. Where the fuck? Oh, wait. Over here? Okay. Boing. Boing. Wait, what's down here? What's down here? Forget trying to do the rest of this domain. It's down here. Whoops. More treasure.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Not sure I can use.
Yeah.
Gotta go for a bit. Alright. Take your time. I'll still be here. See you soon. Yo. Hello? Oh. Oh, that's so cute. Where am I going? Hello? Hello? What in the world? Okay then. You will sometimes find Primavera rosin, sealed plants that correspond to them with domains in Sumeru. Collect 3 rosins within these domains to unlock the corresponding paths. Okay. So I was meant to go off course. I guess. Question mark? Whoa. Hello? There's something to it. Why are we why?
What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Why are we suddenly in the Zuma domain? That's my question. Why are we suddenly in the Zuma domain? Huh? Keep looking for a path to the upper level of the tree hollow. The fuck? What was that? I mean, okay. Bop. Boom. Boing. Here. Boing. 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 There we go. Activate. Let's go. What? Why? Why? Why are we back in Inazuma?
What the cat is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
Oh god, are we about to pass out again? Hello? Investigate the courtyard far down. Corridor? Oh. Oh, that is trippy. Oh, I don't know if I don't know if I like that. My bottle picked that up. Holy shit. Why? Oh my god. Again? Go up. Oh.
Well. Looks like we meet again, traveler.
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting.
It's always you.
You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you.
I mean, I'm here, so maybe I kinda do. Are we about to fight him? Oh my god, we're about to fight him. Oh, this is about to be complete hell. Holy shit. I just realized we're trying to
No
elevate
time to
hell.
lose. Shouldn't let your guard down.
Windblade!
Oh, I'm not ready. I don't want this. I don't want this. I want this. Not like this. I don't like this. Why like this? Why? Oh my god. Oh, okay. It's not.
Why can't we beat this
managed to avert countless crises before. Your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your
I'm
brother.
gonna.
Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial? His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon.
I'ma step upon you.
The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless.
But me.
But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
Oh, we're about to fight him again. I don't want to fight him. Please don't let me fight him. Please don't let me fight him. Oh, thank God.
What do we do? Oh, there she is! Quick!
So sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that? Oh, guess that makes sense. Anyways, we can talk about this later.
Dang. Make sure she's alright.
Whoa! Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around.
Fruit juice.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you?
Do we look like Taknadi? Do we look like Taknadi, dude? Do we?
Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this.
well, actually, we were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying.
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
I have like a cabbage.
Oh? So,
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
Paimon. Paimon. Don't do this to me right now. You flying emergency food. Don't do this to me right now.
no, I actually do believe what the traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the dead. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul.
Ooh.
Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to.
Doing a cute little dance.
It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me.
Fascinating little
Yes,
creatures.
no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul. Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my...
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. All right, we're up, traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup.
Ooh.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tainari came to visit.
Ooh. Well then, are we about to give you a wonderful taste of other nations' food? We cook up some dishes over the fire.
All done. Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already washed it. Oh, it smells amazing. And the box is a nice touch, too.
Nice touch too. I should have. And the box is oh. And the box is a nice touch too. That is nothing like, oh, I am gonna stop right there.
Are you already finished cooking?
Mm-hmm.
Smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte.
Don't worry, it's not mine either. It's not mine either. And the box. I'm still trying. I'm stopping. I'm stopping. After a delicious meal together, you tell Hypatia about connecting with Irminsul.
Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to...
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth.
No, I understand.
Naturally,
I understand.
anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though, it appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa, you're
The things
really
you do
serious about this whole thing, aren't
for-
you?
Your goal or passion.
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars
It's
and
a
their
little
connection
cabbage
to the fate of
time.
living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to achieve. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the
Ooh,
proper
yes.
preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself.
Look, I'm gonna give it a pat on the head.
That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa! So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Aren't you afraid of the risks, Hypatia?
I didn't get any of that besides this right here.
Of course I
I
do.
need to pay attention.
Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself, and they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Oh.
Is that true?
Wait, really?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical.
Huh.
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams.
That
The
makes
fact that
sense,
the people of
makes sense.
Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep.
Okay, okay.
I was born
I
into a
understand.
family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming.
So, when was
I
that?
studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again.
So there is a way for adults to still dream in Sumeru. It's just not known?
Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be. But I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be.
I don't think it is. I mean, like, as long as you don't actually do shit that your dream tells you to do or something, you're good. Dreams really don't, like, dreams are dreams.
Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City.
No.
They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul. World forget me. What could that possibly mean?
Irminsul wants the world to forget them? Maybe?
If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me.
Thank you.
There's no need to be thanking me.
Hypatia.
You two are my saviors.
Anastasia.
Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about.
Let's go. Oof, that took a bit. Return to Gandhavara. Parva. No, Gandhavara. I don't know.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a
Oh my
forest
God.
watcher and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul.
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the academia, not to cause a scene.
He looks like an intelligent old man with that mustache.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
It sounds like he has something against the master.
You'll know once you've arrived.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no doubt.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
I mean, that sounds pretty legit to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
At least he doesn't argue. I don't. That seemed like a little bit of side eye
Tainari,
from him.
what
I don't know
was
if I
that all
like that.
about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my But all that can wait. How did things go with Hapeg?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer.
That's right! We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice.
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, do you at least know anyone?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Immorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise. So I'll leave it to them to show you how to use
He
it.
really doesn't like the academia, does he?
Next up, Sumeru City! That's right. Tainari, we have something important.
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have won.
Thanks, Tainari.
Farewell, and good luck to you.
Let's go say goodbye to Kale. There she is. Kale!
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend, not some girl that needs your sympathy.
Ollie, you don't have to tell us nothing.
But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another.
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends.
Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
What you got?
Oh? What is it?
It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting is a little, messy, so please don't laugh.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville.
Well, we will.
I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again.
All right. Whoops. Sumeru City.
Sumeru City!
finally
We
made it.
finally made it. Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
yeah, that's right. But
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need.
That's actually kind of nice.
I should mention that due to
okay.
technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
No, that's fine.
oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha terminals. Please.
Sweet.
It kind of looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to... May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, that's so cute.
Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it. Oh, that'll come in real handy.
Yeah, it will.
Exactly. That is... And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
That's very. That looks very. That's very cute. That's adorable. I like that.
Okay,
I like
now that
that
we're in,
terminal.
we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusan. 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Seems pretty similar similar to what Kale was telling us. Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Huh? Paimon doesn't sense anything. The Akasha didn't respond to Paimon's question. Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it.
I hate that. I hate that feeling.
Paimon's brain is exhausted. Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it?
What will Traveler ask it? Think, why doesn't the Akasha know? Many bright dots of light appeared in my mind. I probably need to calm my mind and focus more to understand what they mean. Feelings of affection, intimacy, nostalgia, sadness, and anxiety also come to my mind. They seem to be what the people of Sumeru feel about their departed Archon.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden.
You really do. Think of Lesser Lord Questionnaire. Some knowledge began to trickle into my mind for a moment, but there wasn't really anything that I didn't already know.
You too?
A vague thought suddenly comes to mind. The Akasha doesn't unconditionally respond to every query. Also, even if the same query is requested by multiple people, the Akasha still imparts knowledge based on each person's identity, age, experiences, and other demographics.
Huh. Could it be because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to this sort of question or something.
Maybe, but I don't think that would fucking matter, would
Seems
it?
no matter which way we try, we can't find anything that'll lead us to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Guess our only choice now is to try meeting with the researcher. He's from Sumeru and even has a position in the academia. Maybe he'll be able to access more info from the Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home.
Watch out for pickpockets.
Oh, pickpockets. I think I'm gonna have to stop there. I am getting pretty tired. But yeah, I hope I both hope and think that this was a good spot to stop at for tonight. Yeah, it seems like we got to a pretty good point. We're about to enter into a new part of this act. So yeah, I'll definitely stream another one tomorrow. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, everyone. I'm so glad I actually started playing this quest because I couldn't go much longer without actually doing it. And I wanted to stream it, so yeah, I had to wait the whole week to do that. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. It was really nice, and I am looking forward to my next one. Hopefully tomorrow. But until then, I hope you all have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Alright, time for me to call off. Night, everyone. Thank you again.